On this week's Book Talk, I have some children's book suggestions. They have a bit of a Remembrance Day theme, but they are good books that can be read by anyone at any time of the year. Stop by your local library branch. Staff will have a display of books like this close to their entrance. Keep your eye out as well for this poster at our branches or on social media. It has some further good suggestions. I find that often some of life's more complex topics are best handled in a children's book. And some of the books that I have to show today are what are called storybooks. They are beautifully illustrated, but they have a more complex story than the picture books we read to very young children. As a parent, these were the kind of books that I enjoyed reading most to my boys. I got as much out of the story as they did. If you are a parent, a grandparent, or a caregiver, consider checking out books like these. It might get those kids off their devices and spend some quality time with you. We also do have some people who come in looking for something to read that they can share with an older relative or someone in a care home. Stories like these are good, and they're just long enough. And I often find that they can be a launching point for that person to share a story with you or to reminisce about family history. Of these books, there's one in particular that I'd like to spotlight today. The Vimy Oaks is a true story about a Canadian soldier in World War I. While fighting in Vimy, France, he picked up some acorns and mailed them back to his family who lived in Ontario. The war destroyed all of the oak trees in Vimy, France. However, those acorns that young soldier sent back to his family farm in Ontario sprouted. And today, more than 100 years later, there is a lot of oak trees behind a church in Scarborough, Ontario. This book is beautiful and it's full of history. It talks about the young soldier's life. It talks about Canada's involvement in World War I, and it talks about the efforts to repatriate the descendants of these beautiful Vimy Oaks back to France. The book is called The Vimy Oaks, A Journey to Peace. It's written by Linda Granfield and illustrated by Brian Daines. Place a hold on it through our online catalog, or ask any of our library staff to help you get the book delivered to a branch near you. Until we see you again, happy reading.